Welcome, welcome, welcome. You have discovered the Marry Your Best Friend podcast. It's a special podcast because we're going live on Facebook right now. I'm seated next to my beautiful bride of 37 years.
Right? 36, my Lord.
I don't know how long we've been married.
A long damn time.
It does feel like a long damn time. But there's my beautiful bride. So, our episode
sniffly today.
Our episode is supposed to be on one of us gets sun poisoning.
Oh yeah, but I thought we were doing that next time.
No, we'll make this one of us gets sun poisoning. We'll talk about it a little bit, but we woke up this morning. One of us gave the other a lovely Valentine's Day card.
I did. Look at that.
And for those of you that are watching live on YouTube or on my Facebook page, here's the lovely card that Suzanne has given me, and it says love.
You're going to share it with everyone?
Well, yeah, because
our love?
I think so. It's Happy Valentine's Day. It says, I love you. I love the way you talk. I love the way you listen.
It's pretty good.
I love the way you think. I love the way you laugh. I love the way you are. Except on the last podcast, Suzanne told me she never wanted to do stand-up comedy with me ever again. She basically said...
I did not write that in the card. It was all lovey-dovey.
This is lovey-dovey, but in the back of my mind, I'm reminding... Okay, so we entered season 3 of the Marry Your Best Friend podcast because we took a hiatus from like September to this month.
Because we had tragedy in our lives.
We didn't have tragedy. I traveled all around, and we had great Christmas and all that kind of stuff.
We had a bunch of crap.
But the whole thing is... and you said, I love you so much. Happy Valentine's Day. You are my favorite, Suze. Now, on the last episode, we talked about our last comedy performance and how you said, I don't ever want to do that with you again. And
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that I don't ever want to do that again with you.
You basically said, it's not working between us.
I
it's not
said
you.
We need a new format.
No, what you said is, it's not you, it's us.
Well, it is.
Okay, so...
In a very George Costanza way.
No, but usually there is like, hey, let's be friends. I'm breaking up with you. And like, are you looking for a new comedy partner?
No, I'm not.
Just remember, I'm your favorite.
You are my favorite.
And you said that you love the way I talk.
I do love the way you talk. Listen to him.
You love the way...
professional voice.
Thank you very much. You love the way I listen, but you don't want to do comedy with me.
I didn't say that.
Okay, what did you say?
I said that we need to reformulate some things.
We need to reformulate some things by maybe just you going on a solo act.
No.
Because you said you were the good one in the...
No, I did not say that. You're putting words in my mouth.
Okay. So... if you missed the last episode,
I could make a joke there, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, last week we went on the Nate Bargatze cruise. It's called Nate Atlantic Cruise. Oh, by the way, today, everybody in Indianapolis is very excited because Nate Bargatze is here in town. He's performing 2 shows at Gamebridge. Everybody we know is going. We decided not to buy tickets because we've already seen this tour several times. And
we just got back from
and we
being
literally
with him.
just got back from a cruise, a Nate Atlantic cruise with him and so many other great comedians that we just had a blast with. So... part of that was... I
don't know what you're trying to get to.
What I'm trying to get to is part of the cruise, we performed. We did a little stand-up act.
Yeah, we already talked about this.
Yeah, I know we did. But I want you to dive into...
Oh, my gosh.
How it's Valentine's Day, the day of love. And
I also made you breakfast.
You did make me breakfast.
Bacon, eggs.
Was it a guilt breakfast or was it a love breakfast?
Biscuits, gravy.
Was it a guilt breakfast or was it a love breakfast?
That was I don't want to get dressed and go out breakfast.
Okay, yeah, by the way, we are both wearing just sweatshirts. And we decided a lot of couples are out enjoying Valentine's Day. We decided to stay in and celebrate here.
Yeah. I'm so tired from our vacation. I'm wiped out. Plus, J. Daniel's got the dentist. I go to the dentist today.
So let's roll back. Let's roll back to why you want to break up with me.
I don't. Oh.
Okay, there's 2. Now, first off, we're married for 26 to 37 years, somewhere in that range.
40 years.
40 years
I've put up
together.
with your crapola.
Okay. And when we performed together, we did watch the video back, and it was fun watching Nate Bargatze swing his feet and just kind of listen to us. And sorry, you can say it how you want to say it.
Correct way.
And to hear Derek Stroop and those guys, what I didn't realize was one of the guys judging us is TV producer Greg Garcia. Like he's produced like all these sitcoms, all these great things. If one of us
just been a little bit better,
if one of us just would have been a little bit better, if one of us,
maybe we could retire.
Maybe we could retire.
I don't know,
but.
No,
I don't believe in retirement. But okay, go into the feeling here. Oh, can I give you my Valentine's gift to you? You gave me this card. Can I give you what I got?
I gave you that card, and I gave
you made us breakfast. Hold on. For those of you that are watching online, I'll be right back. Hold on. So fill this thing.
And he told me that he didn't have anything for Valentine's. Because oh my gosh.
Look what I have.
He has not, this is not anything new. This has been in the sunroom for a week.
It went in there yesterday. I just brought it in here. You saw this? You already saw my surprise? So look at this. So those of you that are not watching, I got a 2-microphone sound system so that we could practice our stand-up act. And now you broke up with me. This is like the time when you gave me the chaps for me to wear with my horse, but my horse died on Christmas Eve. Do we have to talk
about that every episode? How about when you bought all this podcast equipment and said happy birthday?
That was the best birthday present ever. Just think of the 5 people who have watched our podcast who absolutely love this podcast. That gift was the gift that keeps on giving.
The gift that keeps on giving.
And with these karaoke microphones, we can stand around and do stand-up in the kitchen, in the bedroom, in the bathroom, wherever we are. We can just pull out the microphones.
Some women have husbands that follow them around the house and pinch them and squeeze them and do. Mine follows me around the house and goes, "Hey, I'm John, and this is my wife Suzanne of 30, and wants to do a bit like while I'm making dinner."
I know.
It's very annoying.
Because we want to practice together, and one of us needs to practice.
One of us does need to practice, and it is not while I'm making dinner. I'm just saying that's not going to be your best work.
Okay, we'll move on. This is maybe not the best Valentine's Day ever.
No, but...
What are some good Valentine's Days that you're...
We have good Valentine's Days.
You're
not home a lot on Valentine's Day.
I know, but do you remember when we actually felt so guilty that everybody else was going out on Valentine's Day, and we felt like we needed to go out on Valentine's Day, so I booked a table at a very expensive restaurant downtown Indy.
And we
sat together. And the entire restaurant was filled with couples, not like parties. Like it wasn't like groups going out. It was just couples.
No, just couples. And we took table by table and decided what their scenario was.
Whether they were dating, whether they'd been married 10 years, whether they were divorced once, got back together. But they looked miserable.
Yeah.
Most of the couples that go out.
First Valentine's Day is miserable.
I know. And the roses are so expensive. I bought my mom a dozen roses yesterday.
I know, which she loved. I went by there yesterday and she just kept on and on about it.
So
good.
Talk about what was one of your favorite Valentine's Days. Do you remember?
I remember.
Last year we stayed at the Carmichael and went with the Eastern Star group. You didn't enjoy that.
I mean, you always...
Sign us up
for something, then I got to talk to people or do whatever. I just kind of don't want to be with people all the time. But you used to cook for me when we didn't have any money, and we before we were married and stuff like that. You would always make that fettuccine Alfredo that was in the little
angel hair pasta,
and then in the little tub like butter, and you would heat it up, and it would be like the fancy meal. And so
don't forget the French bread.
Bread.
I went overboard.
Yeah, you really did. Yeah. And so I remember one year when, again, we didn't have any money because, up and down. And we were in our first house that we bought in Nashville. And I made you that same meal. And
it was a loving meal.
And that's what we did. We just sat in our kitchen. It was before we had kids or anything. And I thought that was kind of sweet back in the days when we did little things like that. I don't think we need grand gestures. You know what? February is so busy for us. It's like birthday. It's a short month and we've crammed a lot in there. And I love you every day. And I don't need one day.
You just don't want me to be your
set
comedy
aside.
partner. I think so. You did say to me though, we need to sit and watch George and Gracie.
Yes, I do. I think that is a format that has not been done in a very long time, and it's brilliant.
But Derek Stroop was on stage, comedian, by the way. He has a Netflix special next month. He's incredible. You'll love him. But he said, you don't see this.
No, you don't see it. And I don't think anybody's really done it since they have, because they do take their time and do each
There's another couple that I watched on Netflix
it's
that did a couples thing, but he performed and she performed, and then they just did crowd work together. It wasn't really an act like George and Gracie.
Yeah, but I think it's an interesting format, and I think we probably need to look at that. But moving on.
I just wish...
to your topic today.
I just wish that you would give me another chance. On this Valentine's Day, I'm asking you to give me...
I'm just a boy.
I'm just standing in front of a girl, wanting her to do stand-up with me one last time. Let's just do one open mic night. I mean, like give me an open mic night at Helium or the Comedy Attic down in Bloomington.
You're putting so much pressure on me.
And there's a Christian
I don't think
club.
I'm that funny. I don't think that we're that good. I just think that you want funny. To do it so much, and I'm your in.
Do you know how Ike and Tina's relationship was? So,
am I Ike and your Tina?
No. I would like any sort of art form. I think we have not treated it as an art form yet. We've gone out and had fun doing it. It's been fun. Like when we first started doing it together, it was a challenge, and it was you wanted to win and all that kind of stuff.
I do like to win. I mean, the
more I'm around really good professional comedians, and the hours and hours and hours that they've worked at that, it's an art form, and discovering their own identity. I mean, to look at Dusty Slay from when he first started to where he is today, to look at Aaron Weber where he started and where he is today, to look at Chubby Nate to where he is today.
Chubby Nate, you're so mean.
No, but he was back when he was the Tennessee Kid.
And he wasn't chubby.
Well, but we all are. But to where he is today. I mean, do you realize Nate Bargatze is opening a theme park in Nashville?
Well, that's
Nateland. No, it's like working, but like they've already hired Storyland. They're already working on
I knew
concepts
that it was
of buying land.
a concept.
Like this is Dolly. I mean, the fact that he started a theme park and his dad worked at Opryland.
He worked at Opryland. That was his first job.
I get it, but because like Dollywood exists, the fact that you can go to Nashville in a few years, let's say 5 years, 6 years, whatever it is. You go to Nashville, and you're going to be able to go to a family-friendly theme park, all based on clean family fun.
I think that's great.
I think it's incredible. And
I think it's something that people are hungry for.
He's got great management, his TV, his movies, all this kind of stuff is coming out. It's like it's really cool to see this career explode in front of us, yet he's the same cool guy. Nice guy.
You're just obsessed.
Well, I'm not obsessed. What I'm saying is it's an art form that these guys are doing and these ladies are doing. And it's just a nut that I want to crack and figure out, can we do it in a way that is actually better than what it is right now? And I realize that I'm the weak one in this thing. And it'd be
you're not.
It'd be easy to break up with me. And bring in, today appearing in the role of John
I'm not that funny. I just feel
Hector
like
Gonzalez.
That we need to look at, just doing it differently. And if that doesn't work, then, this is not for us.
Okay,
I don't think that we need that much more to do, you and I.
Yeah. Well, it seems like we're doing a lot.
We always do a lot, and I'm tired.
Are you tired?
I'm so tired. And I didn't sleep last night, and you said that I was like running in my sleep, and you had to like pull me back off the bed.
You were like launching yourself off the bed.
It was so bad, and I ate pizza, and it didn't like me last night, so I was sick. It was bad, and I'm just tired. I'm just tired all the time, and I'm tired of being tired.
Well, happy anniversary and happy Valentine's Day. This is an anniversary. This is happy Valentine's Day.
You keep saying anniversary.
Hey, we did go out for lunch yesterday.
We
celebrated Valentine's Day.
I did. I put on mascara and
for those of us that are cheap and don't want to spend the money on Valentine's Day to actually go out the day before was.
I can't take it with all the people. Like, I like it to be a little bit quiet because. You know how there are those Christians that don't celebrate Christmas or they celebrate Christmas, but they don't celebrate gift giving at Christmas. They wait until the Epiphany, 6 days after, like January 6th. They do that so they get all the good discounts on the day after Christmas sales and all that kind of stuff. It's just the cheapie. I think we need to invent that for Valentine's Day. Like we should do just call it the day of love or Tuesday Together Tuesday. Together Tuesday. Yeah, the Tuesday after Valentine's Day where I just shower you with gifts because all the chocolates tomorrow. I know they're going to be 50% off. And I'm down for that, man. I like a good deal. I did talk to Dan. I'm the cheap one. Our friend Chef Dan Stackpool yesterday. He told me that Valentine's Day is their biggest, most booked up day of the year. Well, sure, they have a fancy nice. They have restaurant. A fancy white. He said fine dining. Valentine's Day is the number one day, more than like Christmas or Thanksgiving. Well, sure, because you don't have to share it with your kids. Yes, he did say we could sneak in, but I don't think we're going to do that to him. But totally sold out. Totally sold out. Everything oversold. Can't go to the bar or anything. He said, and then a lot of people booked on Friday. He said it was going to be slammed, and so he's cooking this weekend. He is cooking this weekend. So that's good food. If you ever Portofino in Geist, I'm telling you, hands down, best meal you'll ever have. Okay, so
Carrie Miller is watching.
Hi, Carrie. Hey, congratulations to your son, by the way. You know her son won a Grammy.
I know her son won a Grammy. So our friend Carrie has two incredible kids. The son graduated from IU with a music degree, goes out to Hollywood like everybody else. And then you check social media, and the next thing you know, he's producing something on Sabrina Carpenter.
I mean, come on.
I know. And then it's like...
That's huge.
It's like, and he's young. And so it's awesome and exciting.
And he took his mom to the Grammys. Ah.
I would take my mom to the Grammys, but she'd be like sneaking crackers in her purse or something. My mom would not use the walker.
She would, yeah, she'd say, I'm not using the walker. It's just between two tables. Yeah. I'm not using the walker.
My mom is 92 and refuses to use her walker because she says it makes her look old.
And she can't walk.
And she's fallen.
Zero.
She continues to fall, continues to go to the emergency room, and then because of her dementia, doesn't remember that she fell. She
just keeps on.
Fell and had a gash in her head, and the next morning,
like 15 stitches.
Didn't realize it. She was like, I don't know what that stuff is in my head, so she put makeup on her stitches.
Took her bandages off and put makeup on it. Oh, so bad.
So imagine taking my mom to the Grammys. That'd be pretty great. And Nate,
she would just be doing this. Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
So I am thinking maybe I'm a little obsessed because Nate won a Grammy, he was in his living room watching it on TV. Like he didn't even go out there. He went out there the first time he was nominated and didn't win.
Yeah, but he's got a pretty busy schedule. I mean, bless his heart.
But he's sitting in his living room. He's sitting in his living room, and
sometime.
because Nashville had really bad weather, Brian Bates and his family were also in the living room because they lost power and were living over at Nate's house. But I think it's funny because the one time you did win, I think that'd be pretty incredible to take your mom to the Grammys. And what was funny was, like, Carrie was down in the fun, sexy seats. Rick had bought like a scalp ticket off of somebody out front, and he's like in the top rafter. Like from his picture,
At
it
least
looked
he
like
got to be there.
I know, but from his picture, it was like the drone picture of the Grammy ceremony. So anyway, so that was incredible that some of our friends won. Also, the other thing, she says no, he didn't win. He was nominated.
Oh, he didn't win. He was nominated.
Sorry, all that build up. Totally wasted. Now I got to do it all again when he does win.
But to be nominated on your first go round, I mean, that's pretty great.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Sorry, Carrie.
And I will tell you though, so in the pre-shows when they do a lot of those awards, we were cheering for our oldest son Andrew. His godfather is Dan Smith, and his arranging, orchestrating name has been J. Daniel Smith, and we always kind of made fun of it. Ooh, J. Daniel, because it was like he didn't just want to be Dan Smith. We call him J. Daniel, but he's an orchestrator, an arranger, incredible arranger, and has done a lot of musicals and just a lot of musicals and church work over the years. But he was the the music pastor at your church when we got married. And they're family to us.
I've known
Dan
since
and
I was
Shayla
in the single digits.
You've known him forever. Mm-hmm. And Dan is just an awesome guy. Well, Dan stepped aside.
J. Daniel is named after.
Our first son's godfather is Dan Smith. Our second son, J. Daniel, is named after
Dan Smith.
J. Daniel Smith.
So they are pretty special.
And Dan was a pastor, Dan was the music pastor. Then he became a pastor. He stepped aside from music for years as professionally arranging and all that kind of stuff because he was doing pastoral duties. And then when he stepped away from the church, he was asked to produce a live album for the Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir, which is Carol Cymbala and Jim Cymbala up in New York City. And to see somebody who stepped away from the music business to focus on ministry and then just get a call to, hey, can you come produce this? And for that to be nominated for a Grammy Award.
And win.
Well, first off, he got nominated. And did he ever win a Dove Award? I can't remember if he ever won a Dove Award.
I would imagine he did.
He was nominated many times
for a Dove. If you won a Dove Award, surely Dan won a Dove Award.
Okay, that's once again, it's Valentine's Day. And my wife is basically saying, because I won a Dove Award, anybody could win a Dove Award. So a Dove Award is the Christian version of the Grammys. It recognizes the best in Christian and gospel music. But anyway, Dan...
But you're not musical. That's what I'm,
Okay, but anyway, Dan...
We're in the business
I just remember he was nominated a lot of times for Doves and never won. But for the Grammy Award, they were up against the Isaacs and they were up against a whole bunch... It was choirs and... It
was a big category.
It was a big category. The Martins, I believe, were in there. The Gaithers, different folks were in there. Gaither Vocal Band was nominated too. Anyway... we're just cheering for Dan because here's a guy. It's like, do you know the story about Ted Koppel? Ted Koppel, remember who started Nightline?
Yeah, I know who Ted Koppel is.
No, Ted Koppel, his wife was an attorney. When she became an attorney, he quit his broadcasting job to be a stay-at-home dad so that she could pursue her career as an attorney. And everybody said, Ted, your broadcasting career is over with. You'll never get to do this again. You've worked your way up, and now you're out. And he was a stay-at-home dad, taking care of their kids, raising their kids. And then when he came back to see him on Nightline, it was incredible because here's a guy who put his family first, and God rewarded it and raised him up. And I think some of his sensitivity and some of his insight and some of his wisdom was due to the fact that he was the type of a guy that put his career on hold for his family. And so that's the kind of angle we were cheering for Dan, because he was pastoring. He wasn't, producing music. He was sitting in hospital rooms with people who were sick. He was sitting doing counseling with people in the church. He was doing the
weddings
Monday
and
meetings
funerals
and weddings and funerals
and
all that stuff. And people think, people see a pastor up on stage, giving a sermon or a homily, for 10, 15, 20 minutes on a Sunday, go, wow, that's a pretty easy job. But they don't see all the stuff behind the scenes.
There's a lot of stuff.
And he was beaten up in the church. And then all of a sudden, now here he is producing. It gets nominated. He goes out there, and we're watching the pre-show. And when they announced it, oh my gosh, here came Carol. Here came,
No, Carol wasn't there. I was so excited. I was beside myself because I'm just so thrilled and proud.
Yeah, we are proud. So he is now a Grammy award-winning producer. I think it was all because we named our kid after him that gave him that kind of next
confidence,
level. Because he wasn't really producing very well. And then all of a sudden we named our kid after him and asked him to be the godfather of another one. And his career is just kind of skyrocketing.
You think so?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to Valentine's Day. Do you remember anything? We've been together for literally 40 Valentine's Days.
No, not well. Yeah.
Okay, you were with other boys for the first 4, but we've known each other for 40 years. We've been married for 36. And we talked about
Did you give me a dog once on Valentine's Day? I think you did.
That's usually my go-to.
I think you gave me a dog.
Anytime you're really mad at me, it's either a purse or an animal.
I think you gave me a dog. It was before we were married. We were at Evangel, and you gave me a dog.
Oh, I did.
And that sweet, yes. Oh,
yes.
She died.
Yes, but anyway, it's funny how my go-to is usually a purse or a live animal.
Live animal will get you a lot of thank yous.
I could have gotten you a baby goat. That would have been fun. We don't have any baby goats. We need some more babies around here.
Yeah. When winter's done, I'm done. I'm over this winter. Like, we've had snow for freaking ever.
We have.
I'm just done.
So this is my last Saturday to kind of be at home for the next 5 or 6 weeks.
I roped you in.
You did rope me in. That's why you wanted to do this.
He wanted to go to the farmer's market. He wanted to do
excited.
all that stuff.
And then
you weren't so excited. You just can't sit still for 5 minutes.
And then somebody offered me tickets down to Nate Bargatze today.
He didn't offer you. He just said he put it on Facebook, and they were gone that quick.
Well, I was the first to respond, and then I rescinded my note because I wanted to spend the loving day with you.
He wrote you and said they're gone. Sorry.
Did that sound very nice? You didn't believe that?
And you weren't even going to take me, by the way. You were going to take Jules.
I was going to take Jules, but
because it was,
so
her childhood friend.
Okay. I love the way you think. Thanks, honey.
You're pretty smart, I think.
I love the way you laugh.
I love the way you make me laugh.
There you
even
go.
More. Yeah.
I love the way you are. Do you have a pen? Because I'll just sign this back to you. Actually,
he did this morning say, "Hey, let me read that Valentine's card to us."
It's such a pretty Valentine's card. We can just read that to both of us. So, literally, 36 years of marriage.
We used to go and pick them up too. I think we've talked about this before. We go and pick them up and
pick up cards at the CVS.
Like, we're both at the CVS or at the Kroger or whatever. And then I give you a card that I've picked, and you give me a card that you've picked, and we read them and we enjoy them and laugh and ha ha ha, and then put them back, and we don't pay for the $5. And I think that's brilliant.
It's amazing. I will tell you,
I'm so cheap. I think that's great.
Yeah. So as a man, you're supposed to always celebrate Valentine's Day with your wife, your daughter, and your mother.
Oh, is that the rule?
Absolutely.
Because I'm not a man. I don't know.
No, because
you are my Valentine. You are it.
But my first love is my mom.
Yes.
And so I took my mom roses, and
very sweet.
Usually she likes chocolate. And the other thing, the great thing about my mom's dementia, whatever my sister sends her, I can say, "Oh yeah, I gave it to you."
I gave it to you.
Because she'll go, "Where did I get those flowers?" "Oh, they're from me." Wow, who gave me these great chocolates? Well, they're from
from me.
Yeah, because she won't remember, because she'll ask me again in about 10 more minutes.
Or she'll say, I got 2. Would you like to take this home? Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. And then my brother always sends nice cards.
She tried to give me pictures off the wall the other day.
Yeah, that's a
new thing she's doing. Yeah.
Yeah, and let's not think that my mom is the only one in a senior living facility. During our hiatus, we had the joy of helping my mother-in-law and her husband find a place to move. They were in a normal apartment in Irving,
safe
Texas.
For them anymore.
Well, it wasn't really safe. It was also it was a normal apartment. Like the stairs were problematic with walkers and things of that nature. Unlike my mother, your mom has no problem using a walker.
Oh, heck no.
I mean, she uses it to go places, and her husband will use one. He'll sit down in it and all that kind of stuff. And he does one of those little jazzy chairs that he'll drive around. My mom, I wish my mom would do that. I mean, like,
she's much too proud.
She is too proud. But instead of actually doing things, I mean, the thing that kills me about my mom, she says it makes her look old, but 98% of the people in her community are using walkers.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But like you said, she doesn't remember when she falls. So.
But your mom, they picked out a place, really cool retirement place. Really
we did. We found a really nice place.
It's a Christian community. They have 3 meals a day. They have a lake. So
they have a bigger apartment.
They have a bigger apartment. A dog. You were there, and was it joyful? Was it joyful to move your mom? Go ahead. She's not watching this podcast.
When we found it, and all that. Yes, it was joyful to know that I just really knew in my heart that's where she was supposed to be and that she would enjoy that. But you have to understand that Mom was very sick during this time. And so the transition was not in
all I have to say
slightest easy. It was very, very, very
we moved
difficult.
to Indiana for a job, and I always tell people we would still be in Texas if it weren't for your parents and mine. But I am so thankful for your cousins.
Yes, they're amazing.
You have a cousin, Vicky, who actually Vicky and Jan have both lost
Vicky
their mothers.
Vicky and Jan have just taken Vicky, it and helped me so much.
Your cousin Vicky is an angel. She absolutely just loves your mom and follows up on her and is with her all the time and keeps you informed of everything.
Yep, and Jan has taken...
Jan is your other cousin who's lost. And what's funny is Vicky's on your dad's side of the family and Jan's on your mom's side of the family. And they both just love your mom.
Yeah.
And both of them have lost their moms. And so your mom has always kind of filled in an emotional void. And Aunt Theta to them is much more like... very close. It's not like a normal aunt relationship.
And Jan and I have been super close, like growing up, especially because it was just Mom and Aunt Mosey. It was the two of them, and so
I always loved her mom. Jan was our maid of honor, your maid of honor, and Jan always said Suzanne was like the sister she never had, even though she had 2 sisters.
She had 2 sisters.
She had Leanne and she had Vicky, but she said, "Oh, Suzanne's the sister I never had."
Well, it's great that I feel comfortable. I'm so grateful for both of them. That they're taking care of your mom, closer to them, so that they don't live so far away and they can take care of her.
And your brother is such a joy. He went.
My brother had eye surgery,
but he helped out.
Limping
he was there.
along.
But the fun thing about your brother is there's no filter there, and so
there's not a filter pretty much anywhere in my family. Vicky and Jan are the only ones that are calm and have filters. None of us do. The rest of us do not.
Yeah.
And it's just explosive. And the day that we moved was probably one of the worst days of my life. Yeah. It was pretty bad.
Moving is stressful.
It was pretty bad.
I hired the mover. I used the same mover that after my father passed, moved.
Which, by the way, they said was the worst move they had ever done.
Oh yeah, the mover said that.
The movers told.
Yeah. So bad. If for some reason if your name is Theta or Harlan, stop listening right now because
it was a rough day.
It was a stressful move.
Well, she had like amnesia, I guess is the best way to explain it or to describe it. And so she was very sick and had an infection, and it caused her to have these, big voids. And so she did not know what was going on, and she didn't know where she was, and it was just very hard.
Okay, so as we wrap this up,
wrap it up. We haven't even talked about your topic, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry, my topic. We will get to sun poisoning, and it's good that we're talking about sun poisoning. Like, why are we talking about sun poisoning when we just got off a cruise and we're about to go on another cruise in a couple of weeks with some of our friends? But
which, by the way, is not our regular jam. We don't usually like hit vacation.
Although I will tell you, when we first moved to Indiana, Suzanne loves Indiana. You loved when we moved here. You loved the winter. You're like, this is.
I did. I'm a little tired of the winter right now.
Well, 21 years ago when we moved here, you said, I love the change of seasons. I love the winter.
I do still love that.
And then when you were 45, so a little over 10 years ago, we talked about retirement, and you said you wanted to stay in Indiana, and I said, honey, it stinks here in the winter. You're like, no, it doesn't. I love the change of seasons. And I said, there's a reason why women in Indiana look forward and plan spring break, like starting in October, because all through the winter they're planning spring break.
Because it's just dreary.
And because of my work schedule, I usually get to go to Phoenix and go to California, go to Florida, different places where there is sun. So it's never really affected me.
Well, I have that thing like where
you are finally getting to the point.
I'm affected by no sun.
But you are finally getting to the point of you are now officially a Hoosier if you are looking forward to getting away for spring break and for these little vacations, because most people in Indiana have to schedule a trip in January, February, or March just to get away.
And I don't think it would be so bad if we didn't have all the animals, but it's like you don't get a day off. You got horses, goats, and chickens and stuff.
Well, and I will tell you,
it's Christmas Day, you feed them. It's Sunday, you feed. You got 18 inches of snow, you feed.
And we went on a great cruise, and our other adopted daughter, Karis, was so great. She hasn't been feeling well. She's been sick, but she took care of all of our animals.
She did. She stayed and held down the fort.
Everybody.
Which was awesome.
And she was awesome, and she took care of everybody, and we're very thankful for that, giving the rest of us a vacation. But before we move to our topic, I just have to share a couple things. So Jeremy, my friend, says, and he's talking about Valentine's Day. I was single, and 3 friends of mine were single too. So we got tickets to Monster Jam and went to Buca's. Nothing says I love you like monster trucks. LOL.
I think our boys would be on board with that.
Summer Ross says, you're my faves. Why, thanks.
Oh, thanks, Summer.
Yes. She's our one fan. And April Baines said, hey, love you guys so much. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. So our topic today is one of us gets sun poisoning. And I felt like sharing this on Valentine's Day because...
Are you going to talk about my sun
When we first
it just dawned on me why this is about love.
Yeah, when we
Don't
first
put that on me. I look a hot mess.
Okay, sorry. Hot mess over there.
I am a hot mess.
In her Zanies sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I'm wearing a Netflix as a joke sweatshirt.
Oh,
they're doing another Netflix as a joke festival this May. If you want to go to one of the best comedy festivals in the country, in LA, in the first week or so of May,
it's
Netflix,
phenomenal.
We had a blast last time. We saw Leanne Morgan, we saw Jerry Seinfeld and Nate and Jim Gaffigan and Stephen
everybody
and John Mulaney.
Yeah.
All those guys are performing again at the Netflix Comedy Festival. I looked at tickets like the very first day, which is Monday, the 4th of May. Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David are performing.
Can you believe it? Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld on the same stage.
And then, on Wednesday night, Jerry Seinfeld is performing with Leanne Morgan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Nate is doing his Big Dumb Eyes tour that he's doing today in Indy. He's doing that in May at the like the big arena there as part of the comedy
Is it
festival.
at the Hollywood Bowl again this year? Or
He's not. He's at the arena, but they're using the Greek Theater, they're using the Hollywood, they're using all these different places.
We saw Tom Papa.
We did. Oh my gosh, Tom Papa was great. But if you love stand-up comedy, if you want to go see the best of the best, Dusty Slay is doing a show. I think he's going up again the same night as Jerry Seinfeld. The one thing I will tell you is you can't see everybody because there's 10 shows a day to go and hit. But
it's amazing and it's packed. So
I'm scheduled to be in California the weekend before, and so I was thinking it'd be great to go down to LA and check it out. But that's when we're going to Sweden the following weekend. Yeah. So, comedy festival or go visit the King of Sweden, one of those two.
I
know you'd rather go to the comedy festival. The King of Sweden doesn't sell nearly as good sweatshirts as we do, but
it was just so much fun.
Yeah,
and we just had a good
weekend.
To
celebrate his 80 years, his 80th birthday, his 50 years in scouting and leading the World Scout Foundation. And so, anyway, that's why we're going.
But again,
as it is right now, we're planning not to go to the.
Also tickets for Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David are what, $575 a piece or something like that. That's crazy.
They were over $500. Yeah. So
that's nuts.
Okay, so
But what a dream.
So going back to Valentine's Day and sun poisoning. So Suzanne and I met in Hawaii. We've shared that
1985,
story.
baby.
1985. I was a freshman in college, and Suzanne was a senior in high school. One of us was very popular with the other sex at that time.
That would be you for sure.
I don't know if it's popular. One of us pursued the other very well. I got shot down pretty regularly. But
it didn't stop you. It did not stop you. You just kept on going, man.
That's how I knew I had a future in sales. I kept going. I had.
You will go until you get that contract.
I'm going to keep going. I'm kind of keep closing.
He will hound it till you get the contract.
Freshman year for me was hard because I went to college with a girlfriend, and the very first day we showed up on campus, she used those words. College is about new relationships and expanding boundaries. Basically, she said to me what you're saying to me now about comedy. She said,
and I knew it was coming back.
Let's expand our relationships. I don't think we need to be together. Let's just be friends. Now, granted, we had been dating for like a year at this point in time, and she said, I just think we need to be friends. And then you
can't be friends with somebody you spent a year romantically with. You just can't.
But I have so many great female friends. I love my female friends. Michelle,
but you weren't romantic with them.
No. I didn't need her as a friend. I needed her as a girlfriend. She broke up with me.
Oh, I have enough friends. That's the line. I have enough friends. I don't.
But anyway, what I was saying was, so she broke my heart. And to make it even better of a freshman year, I think the two of us were the only two people from Indiana at Oral Roberts University at that time. Actually, no, Siobhan was there.
I'm sure you had more.
But the whole thing was, every guy that I knew would be like, "Oh, wow, you're from Indiana?
Do you know that blonde?
Do you know that blonde girl from Indiana? Yeah, I'm going out with her on a date Friday. Great. Then I'm going out with her Saturday. She literally dated every guy that I knew, and then,
as you should as a freshman.
And then I started breaking out of my shell. And decided that I could move past that heartache and start dating again.
Yeah, whatever.
It was about a day or two after the breakup that I started dating again. But anyway, so I dated girls at Oral Roberts University, went away for spring break because I wanted to get my PADI certification in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And showed
up.
Went
with your folks?
Yes, went with my folks.
They know all this story. We've told this story.
But we meet on the very first day on spring break, both of us, in a hot tub. Long story, but I'm going to shorten it by this. The next day, Suzanne and I go diving, and then I come back, and we're sitting in a lounge chairs together. Remember that?
Yeah, we did some chit chat.
And
our parents were chit chatting.
They were talking, and I had a book that was given to me by Cheryl Pruitt Salem, who was Miss America in 1982. She was a guest at Oral Roberts University when I was working there, and I was her kind of guide.
Because you worked in TV.
I worked in the VIP hosting type stuff.
Oh, sorry.
And so I was doing her grocery shopping and stuff, and Cheryl said, "Oh, here, let me give you my book," and she signed it and gave it to me. What I didn't realize was that she was dating Harry, Lindsay's brother.
We know.
Anyway, and so we're sitting there together, and you're like, "Why do you have that book?" I was like, I don't, she gave it to me. I'm reading it. Now, looking back on it, 1985, here's a straight 19-year-old dude reading a Miss America pageant biography on the beach. And
you were always so different.
I should probably go to therapy for that, now I'm thinking about it. I did always like pageants and pageant girls. But anyway.
Still likes pageants.
I love pageants.
Oh, it's exhausting.
So Miss America, not Miss USA. I love the talent. And I like that it's a scholarship pageant, not just winning.
Next.
Anyway, so we're sitting there, and you're like, "Why do you have that book?" And I said, "I don't know. Cheryl gave it to me." And you're like, "Well, how do you know her?" And you're like, all of a sudden, a little judgmental. Turned out, Cheryl's first husband, Terry, was your dad's best friend.
Yeah.
And so you're like, so it was kind of random, all that. Anyway, Suzanne sat in the sun with me. Now, I'm blessed that I have a little bit of Hawaiian blood in me. My mother's Hawaiian. I never really used sunscreen.
I don't know how you're gonna get to actually what happened.
Actually, what happened was then you roasted like a pig.
Okay, what happened? What happened was you and Steve wanted to go to the beach from our resort, and so we went to the beach, and it was just lined up with people on the beach laying on towels or whatever.
Yep.
You and Steve go off, meeting girls, doing whatever you're going to do. I don't want to be too far from you, but I don't want it to seem like
You don't want to be a hanger-oner?
I don't want to be a hanger-oner. So I laid down in the sun and I fell asleep.
All I know is I have never seen a human being that red before.
I had blisters. I had to take vinegar baths. It was so bad.
And then the first picture of you and I together, that your mom or somebody took. I never forget.
And this is so my mom goes, okay, that's just on your back. Then you need to go out and lay on your back today and make sure that you get even. This is my upbringing.
Yeah.
Oh, you are not even. You need to get out and get some baby oil on that and get
All
right.
I know was you were
get
the
right
reddest
with the Lord.
person I've ever seen. And you've always said you had sun poisoning.
I did have sun poisoning.
Anyway, so fun facts about sun poisoning.
And I have freckles on my chest and all over my shoulders now.
Because of that.
Because of you.
Because of me.
The John freckles.
So it's not actually poisoning.
It's not, because I think Julianne has sun
Despite the
poisoning.
dramatic name, sun poisoning isn't venom from the sky. It's severe sunburn reaction. No snakes involved, just UV rays being rude. So it's just a sunburn. But it's like a 1st degree, 2nd degree sunburn.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Yeah. And another thing, you can get it on a cloudy day. Up to 80% of UV rays pass through the clouds. So yes, you can get wrecked by the sun while saying it's not even sunny. So you always use sunscreen now. Well, you're supposed to, but like this past
on my face.
This past week when we were cruising, you didn't really use sun because it was like kind of cloudy and cool and all that kind of stuff.
I just got brown.
Another thing, water makes you toast faster.
This is true. Why do you think I lay in the water?
Oh, is that why?
Yes, on a
the
float.
water only gets like your face. It doesn't get like
no. You lay in a floaty, you get all the reflection
because it reflects sunlight. There you go.
Yeah.
So when you're at the beach or pool, you're basically a UV sandwich.
Did you forget that I grew up in Texas in the 70s with a pool?
And here's another one.
Baby oil and iodine.
It says that wind fools you. So like the wind,
Yeah.
the cool breeze doesn't mean you're safe. Just
True.
hides. Also, another note here, it says
Our daughter can walk to the mailbox and come back looking like she'd been out for days.
Somehow, your father, being the whitest man I've ever known,
Yeah.
and my Hawaiian mother, their grandchild is porcelain.
She is so we thought she had tights on the other day just because her legs are so daggum white.
And so what's funny about our daughter, and thankfully she's not a listener.
But she's adorable, but she's a little porcelain doll.
She is porcelain, and she's also lazy when it comes to putting on sunscreen.
She just kind of slathers it on.
She put sunscreen on, and then she just kind of did this, and then we looked over at her, and it looked like she had on camouflage pink and white pants. Because it was like
spots
sunburn
everywhere,
white porcelain skin.
Yeah,
sunburn, white porcelain skin.
It was
like
so
striking.
sunburned that she looked like she had bruises.
Hey, who's that Olympic skater that has the raccoon hair?
Oh, I don't know, but
you've seen it. It does look dumb and stupid and all that kind of stuff. But that's what her legs look like. Like she had stripes or something of that nature. Did you know also that your lips can burn?
Oh, for sure.
What do you do for that? I've never had burnt lips.
Oh, I always put something on my lips. I'm very cautious about my lips in the sun because I have had it and they'll peel and it feels awful.
It says you can get blisters from the sun.
I have gotten blisters, yeah.
You have. When your body decides that was too much UV, it responds with fluid-filled bubbles.
It's
not
gross.
the spa treatment you wanted. You've had those before?
Oh, many times, yeah.
Wow.
It's always my shoulders.
And the fact that I want to get intimate with you. Fair skin isn't the only risk. Anyone can get sun poisoning. Melatonin helps, but it's not in invincibility mode. Now, our son, Andrew, that dude looks Mexican.
I don't know if I've ever put sunscreen on him, maybe when he was little, but the child has never had a sunburn in his life. And I know that sunscreen is more. Now, don't come at me in your comments about it's, to protect your skin. I understand that. And I tell him, but he is a grown ass man now and he's almost 30 years old. I say, you need to put sunscreen on, but he is just the most Hawaiian looking dark.
It was fun going on a cruise with Jesus. I mean, because
he does look like Jesus.
He looks like Jesus walking around, and he doesn't really like it when we say, "Hey, just stretch your arms out a little bit and just go
and walk on the beach."
Yeah, walk on the beach. But no, but he doesn't burn, and when he gets so dark, he does look like he's like Latin.
Well, my mom said when she was young, my mom is the same. She has that dark skin too. And so she said that when she was little, that kids would come up to her at school and speak Spanish, that they didn't
know she was
They didn't know
a
that
white
she
lady.
didn't speak Spanish.
All right, so let's wrap this
dark.
up. So how to avoid sun poisoning. Here we go. You know all these. SPF 30 or higher.
Yes, I always put sunscreen on.
Reapply for 2 hours.
Children.
You know all this stuff. Avoid peak UV hours, but that's when we want to be out there.
That's when we want to be there, man.
Like the 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
That's the good sun, as my
that's
mom would say. The good sun.
Time. Wear smart clothing. Yeah, hydrate like it's your job.
I do that.
Here's the one that I wanted to mention. It says, don't base tan.
What do
A
you
base
mean?
tan is just a mild skin damage. So like they're saying, get a base tan, and then it says it's like saying, let me lightly injure myself to prevent
You mean
injury.
get sunburned as a base tan?
Yeah, some people like getting a little base tan. And I always laughed at girls when they said, "Oh, I like to get sunburned because it just turns into a tan."
Mine does turn into a tan
Really?
now.
Really?
It does. It didn't back then. Now it does. Yeah.
You're sunburned. It doesn't turn into a tan.
I'm very careful though now. I mean, I use like different numbers on different parts of my body. You know, like I don't like my feet to get burned and my feet get really brown, but I have to. I've had burned feet before.
You have to also take extra medication or extra care if you're taking medications. I didn't realize that so many medications cause excess sun.
And I wonder if maybe that's her problem.
You think Julianne may be on a medication that's making her alabaster white?
Well, yeah.
The same thing that Michael Jackson took?
No. Don't be ridiculous.
But his skin turned.
He had something else.
Yeah. But it's also if you just exfoliate, that's another time you shouldn't go lay in the sun.
No, because then all your protective cells have been washed.
All right, I'm going to wrap this up. What do you do if you do get burned?
Well, you stay inside.
It says cool, not ice cold showers.
I always took a cool shower and then aloe vera. Yeah,
aloe vera.
And I keep that in the refrigerator.
You need to hydrate.
I keep aloe vera in the refrigerator.
Ibuprofen for inflammation.
Yep.
If it's safe for you. Stay out of the sun while healing. And it also says avoid popping blisters. Your body.
I did that too. I always took a pin and popped it.
Oh, God. Why?
Because I couldn't stand it.
Oh, Lord.
Dr. Pimple Popper.
Okay, so happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, my love.
I love you so much. I hope you enjoy our 2-microphone stand-up comedy practicing
Instead
machine.
of flowers or chocolates or a new
Hi, I'm John. It's my
handbag.
beautiful wife of 36 years, Suzanne, and one of us knows how to drive. That's the next one we're working on.
We're working on that one?
I'm hoping, I'm praying.
Is our producer working on that?
No, I think first off, you need to make a decision. Are you breaking up with me, or can I convince you just to work on it with me and try to see if we can get it right?
It makes me very anxious.
Interesting.
Very anxious, and right now I just need a little break from being anxious.
Okay.
I have a lot going on.
When we bombed with Brian Bates,
that really did me in. That did me in, man.
You thought, I'm never doing this again. I hate my partner. I need to find somebody who's funny to be married with. That's literally what you thought.
No, it's not.
And then I signed us up to perform on the cruise.
Yeah, secret to me until 2 days as I'm washing clothes and packing suitcases.
It was a gift of love. I'm letting you get back on the horse and perform again.
That was you wanted to be on stage, and I was your ticket.
I thought that the stage was going to be a little open mic room down in the bottom of the ship. I did not think that was going to be in front of everybody. But the whole thing was, when you watched the video, was it as bad as you thought it was?
No, it was not.
Okay. Did you enjoy watching Nate and the other guys enjoy your comedy?
I did.
Okay. Did you enjoy?
But they were just being kind.
They were being kind, but I'll also say performing on a ship in front of outdoors in front of a bunch of people.
It was super windy.
We're kind of screaming. We're not doing like what you would do in a club with a low ceiling and a dark room and that type thing. It was it was more like we're opening for a concert or something like that rather than performing stand up. But did you enjoy their feedback?
Well, yeah, I told you that. I did enjoy their feedback. I felt like I wanted more feedback. I wish they would have kind of given me some more like, okay, it would be good if you did this, or you are, I told you today I'm pulling back from the mic too much. I'm dropping lines, that you can't hear and stuff. So I would like to know more of that.
Did you enjoy trying to do something different? Instead of just going up there and doing stand up and getting people like, what we were
to
doing
be
is a little
different. That was kind of nice because everybody was surprised.
There were different types of comedians in this talent show. There was a puppeteer who did puppets,
like church
puppet ministry, and he had written down his jokes and things of that nature. And some of them were funny, but it was his delivery, different things didn't work.
I think a lot of this, though,
there was a really cute little lady from West Virginia that I just thought was hilarious. That she sang and she did her little things, but there was comedy in that. She was more vocal comedy, and
it was just so windy.
And then, but my question to you is, it's like I don't like failure. Did you know that?
Did you know that I do not like failure?
Okay, so I don't think we've approached this
as a failure,
as the art form that it really is, and I want to figure it out. I mean, I'm highly confident that if you went out on your own and
project. I'm just a project.
No, you're not a project. You can do stand up all on your own, and you're fantastic at it.
No, I'm not fantastic at it.
I think you're fantastic at it. A lot of people have seen you say, like,
they don't know.
A professional comedian from LA met you. When was this? When we were last fall, and she goes, "How many years have you been doing this?" And you said, "What do you mean? I'm just starting out." And she goes, "No, based on the way your presence is, I assume that you've been doing clubs for 5 years because you are very comfortable standing there and just letting the jokes come naturally. Naturally, you're that way. You can do that naturally. This is work. Like
it's a lot of work. It's a lot harder than you think it is.
I really want to practice."
You gotta quit pulling that mic out, man.
I really want to practice and see if we can't figure it out. Now, Matt Alano, who's the local comedian coach here.
I'm sure everybody wants to.
Nobody cares about this. Nobody's listening to this now anyway.
Yeah, bye.
All I'm asking is if you're a fan of Suzanne.
You think yes?
Oh, Jeremy just says failure equals learning. Thank you, Jeremy. Failure equals learning.
Yes,
so
and I agree with that.
We have learned a lot.
I agree with that 100%.
And I'm asking
it's just that feeling of rejection.
And
I know everybody that's ever performed.
Please don't break up with me.
I'm not going to
give me a couple of other chances. Let's go do open mics and see.
Open mic really scares me, but I love you.
But Matt said the problem with open mics is nobody's right there. But Matt said, "What do you guys want to do with this?" Now you've shot down my ideas about doing couples ministry and different things like that.
I did. Well,
now I will say Northview is very excited. This Tuesday night or so on the 20th, they're bringing in one of your favorite comedians, and I think. Most churches are not really doing couples ministry well. They do kids ministry really well. They do seniors ministry really well. I don't think I shot
it down. I just don't want to be cheesy.
I don't want to be cheesy either. Do you think we're cheesy?
No, I think it would be cheesy if we were like in that niche and that was just it.
Yeah, where I think we are is we need to get off script and back to really doing stand-up, but doing it together. Because the beautiful thing about doing stand-up is you're responding to the crowd, you're interacting with the crowd, you're performing, you're on point. Yes, you're going through kind of written jokes that you've written and worked on and delivered, but now instead of just the audience, you have to play with that other person next to you.
Yeah, I know, and that's
difficult.
That's what you don't like.
That's what I want to get to. I want us to get the jokes down to where we can just enjoy the interaction between the crowd and us.
Yeah.
Now,
But you really are a stickler for like
just wanting to make sure we know the joke.
Every single word be what it was on the paper.
If it doesn't work, then we got to rework that line. But I will say one of the most fun times when you and I are actually on stage over in Carmel when we were practicing was when we were just arguing back and forth, and everybody thought that was part of the show.
Yeah, our arguing is quite humorous, I guess. It's
so anyway, thanks for joining us on this Valentine's Day special.
Thanks for joining us. How about thanks for enduring?
Thanks for enduring my beautiful bride breaking up with me over and over again.
And
I'm groveling. Yes, I am groveling. And I'm using your words that you say you like the way I think, you like the way I talk, you like the way I laugh and I listen. And I love the way you are. So I think based on that card, and for those of you watching on Facebook or YouTube, there's the card. She wrote it. She signed it. Those are her words. I think that means that you shouldn't break up with me as a comedy partner.
Hey, let's see. What do some people write us back and see what some of their favorite memories are, or their favorite ideas for Valentine's?
Yeah, send us some of your favorite. Well, first off, Jeremy gave us the best Valentine's ever going to a Monster Truck Jam.
Yeah, that was pretty good. What else? Pretty good. Do they have some more?
Sam's watching. By the way, Jessica Brown's watching.
Love her.
I do too. We love her. And
love you, Jess.
They're probably having the most romantic Valentine's Day ever because Brian,
she's like the most incredible cook.
Yeah, she's made like a big charcuterie board.
I'm sure.
And Brian has probably gone outside and carved her a canoe. Who knows what he's doing? Sam said sun poisoning is the worst. Anyway, thanks for all the comments. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. And we are going to close right now. Is that it? Are you done? You have anything else you want to say?
I'm just here to answer your questions.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us on the Marry Your Best Friend podcast. Our next episode. Oop, did I just stop that music? Oh my gosh, where's the producer? So in our next episode of the Marry Your Best Friend podcast, join us because we're going to be talking about one of us knows more about UTIs than anybody else.
I thought it was going to be about driving.
No, I think we're going to talk about UTIs because your mama was crazy.
She was crazy.
So we're going to talk about UTIs, old people, and probably some more of our early romantic memories with UTIs.
So romantic.
Love you.
Love you.